Look, bro, everything is fucking gone, bro. You gotta think about it, bro. It's crazy. God is the author of things, bro. He didn't say all people had to do it. It was just his fucking people. You know what I'm saying? He set standards that even the world adopted. And they say that they for this, but I am telling you, they are not. They are not. They are not. They are fucking not. I would. I would settle for Jesus just being spread around the world just as he is. Then what then became of it? Because everywhere it got people fighting, and this is not what God wants. He wants us to stop fighting, but he wants us to do it under the banner of his name. You people, well, I ain't gonna say you people, whoever the fuck is with God, and who is not is not. They're gonna try to do it under a banner of their own making. Alright, if you were to take it in consideration, one is appealing to your nature and one is appealing to your soul. Whom shall you choose? I'm sorry, I'm lit, God. Whom shall you choose? And what we're doing to the kids is personally got me. It don't make no difference where you train them wrong, where you allowing them to switch their genders around, for they even know what's going on. And I don't like to say kids are too young to learn things. I don't. I just think forcing them to change their actual bodies is a little bit extreme. And I ain't saying forcing them as in forcing them, it's subliminal force. Just because a man ain't as masculine as the next man, he gotta transform into a girl. No, that's not how it works. Even in masculinity, it's a lot of different categories. Some are thinkers, some are athletes, some are bodybuilders, some are they. It's all over. Some of them can sit in a room and tell you exactly how the war gonna go. It don't change what masculinity is. And they talk down on masculinity. But why would God make it this way? And why are they trying to turn them into girls? Oh yeah, we can get the other one's trying to transition over too. It ain't even that you're transitioning. The problem is you don't want to tell nobody. You really want to be that, and you don't want to tell nobody. You don't want nobody to know. That's why they call it coming out. But you know what I'm saying? Real shit, they don't want nobody to know, and I think real as people, it's just like it's fucked up. They want to suck you in with their emotions and shit. And no, nigga, I never wanted to be with another boy. If you was a boy turning into a girl, no, I don't want to be with you. This is fucked up for me. But they try to suck you in with the emotions and shit, and that's what the government's doing. That's the whole real point about it, to make it to normalize it. That's the whole real truth about it. It ain't no other truth that it can be. It ain't no problem that you gay. We ain't out here beating up gay people. We don't care. Everybody concerned with this dollar down goddamn bill, y'all. And how much they got and how much they ain't got. Don't condone that. But it's just like that's what people are chasing. Ain't nobody concerned with that. We don't give a fuck. Only thing I can say is racism is real. But you find racists trying to make millions off the same people. But if you don't like these people, why are you using them? You feel like that's the most efficient race. Why you don't use them? It's all a catch-22, bro. Yeah, it's still a pressure, but you making money off of them. And hoodlums, that nigga say the white mafia said, man, we don't care about them nigga pennies, but Dutch sure did. They said, I want all the nigga pennies. And he was hell low with it. But don't get outsmarted, bro. See, that's what barbarians don't understand. It's degrees to this. It ain't all about who's the strongest and the fastest all the goddamn time. For real. Like, David took a nigga out with a slingshot. One of the realest stories I heard. You know what I'm saying? It's like this nigga didn't have no fear. You say, goddamn, the Giants started running. David started running. He's still cussing this nigga out. Well, wait, cussing him out. But you know, straight up, I'm about this. Swinging that bitch. That nigga just stopped, let that bitch go. It ain't about strong and fast. That's not even what I'm trying to build. But you know what I'm saying? Some niggas gotta be broken to be right. It happened to me. Broken to be right, bro. But you know what I'm saying? At the same time, being right is you gotta accept when you wrong. If they can beat you, you either finna have to go do some research and try to recap, or it might not be no recap. Truth is the truth, and it never changes. Scientists be like this and that, and when they say this and that, I know somebody lying. I just don't know which of them. You can't have truth. Don't contrast itself. It don't. It's think about any. You ain't gotta think about God. Just think about any just truth. If you throw something up off the ground, it's gonna come down. You have to like do something else to it to make it stay there. Because gravity is real. You can't really deny it. You don't need rocket fuel. You're gonna need something. You gonna need, they be dealing with magnets and the magnetic earth shit. You need something to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you need something to keep you off of Earth. Why? And I couldn't tell you what his actual name is, but closest thing we can get is gravity. You need something to keep it up there. Don't stay up there by itself. But see, even though gravity is the truth, can you defy it? You can't beat gravity as a truth, but can you defy gravity? Why? Because if you're not powering it some kind of way, it'll fall. Just as gravity says. But you're changing it. If you build a rocket, you didn't change it. It's not like throwing it in the air no more. I'm constantly changing. Even though I threw it in the air, I couldn't keep it in the air. You define logic. this has been happening a lot. But problem is, when you defy logic, then there must be a greater truth. And that's when shit get mind-boggling. That's what scientists realize right now. It gotta be a greater truth. Something that's outside of this. And they're trying to learn it before people do. Because they can't afford it. This is why they keep you like they keep you. Because they want to learn some shit. I would say it's all actually old, but to your understanding, it's not. It's not old at all. It's the very same theology. It's powers in certain things. Certain things you do. Why do God even want prayer? People don't even understand this. It's power in certain things. Now, the question is, does God need it? And no, he don't. He just, like any person would wonder, I created all of this and I created all of this for you, and you go worship them? So he created his own people so that his people will worship him. Is that not right? Is that not correct? Am I lying? Am I falsifying? He created his own people because they was all wicked. It was just like, well, Noah had found grace, and that's where he started the line from. But people had been around for forever. They even say they didn't believe Noah. So this all this. Man, and then minor science, either they lying to you or they're dumb. They say, well, we can't figure out how the hell they cut these stones, put these stones here, and all of this. But you could build a pyramid right now. So is it hidden tech? I would say hidden technology. It's not discovered. It's just reinvented. Why? Because I think people were better off in tribes. I think this is the truth. People were better off in tribes, bro. You know what I'm saying? God said don't fret. And it really ain't no fret to it. It's just like, if you look back, by the time you get the government in any society, they control them. It don't matter which government you talk about. God talk about all the real big governments. It says like 7 of them. We ain't talking about who conquered and who didn't conquer. We talk about the 7 biggest governments. You know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of people who conquered and didn't conquer. But we talk about the 7 biggest governments. And no, I'm not going to name them all, but it is true. Go check it. 7 big governments. And it referred to a chick, or I don't want to say bitch, but hey, that's basically who she is. The harlot. The mother of harlots. Because it birthed something. People can't understand religion no more because of the harlot. They can't. It's not the church, but it's just like she done mixed it up. She mixed the bag up so much that nobody can tell what it is. She created this problem. Now you gotta think about it, not from where you would think about it, from how the other kings would think about it. They want to consolidate power into a one world, but they got this pesky ideology running around. That you could just do anything, whatever. It could apply to a lot of different things. The government is going to show you all them freedoms, all them ports, they willing to destroy all this shit. Why? Because you can't. You got to think about it from Satan's position. There, you can't control 7 billion people. So I'm gonna need that number to shrink. You're gonna have outbreaks everywhere. But first of all, let's feed them this programming. We get them already on it. Let's get them desensitized about death. And the protests don't do nothing. That's what they told you. I don't know what you actually do, but it's just like it. I would have to say what God said. It's not a physical war. What you're dealing with is the minds of people, bro. And what they ideology is, what they being controlled by. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to harm the people, because that'll defeat your purpose. You know what I'm saying? You want them to understand what people are doing and then make an informed decision. If you choose to do that, then choose to do it. But they ain't being informed. They don't know. They go back to God again, because He says my people perish for the lack of knowledge. They just don't know. And people don't even want to hear it. That's all they want to do is listen to music and get money. These compared are some of the evilest things. If you combine both of them, you can have a motherfucker lost for 50 years, bro. Well, not 50. But you can have them lost for a good dub. With money, it comes the illusion of power. That's just one of them. And then that changes your personality, bro. If you ain't think you so powerful, you'll be humble. But you're not being humble because you think you're so powerful. Some people learn their lesson that way. Power is not actually that. Power is respect. I don't need to give them any money. God don't necessarily have to give me anything. He just keep me alive. Because I respect Him. Money won't go as far. As soon as you run out, that artificial love that you made goes with it. Because it's artificial. I ain't in the mood to make nothing artificial. If we here, we finna make some real shit. I wouldn't give a fuck how much time it takes. Because it takes a lot longer. It's not like motherfuckers just gonna pop out with love, respect, and loyalty, bro. They don't do that. I mean, I just understand what it is, and I'm tired of it. You can throw money at a situation, bro. You creating a false love. That shit's not real. Because money ain't real. It's just everybody want it because the government say and the company say and man, these people, that's why I keep saying these shit. All these people can say, fuck that. We're keeping our fucking houses and all this shit. And they had to bring in the government. If all these motherfuckers in these states start doing it, y'all niggas finna get right. But the problem is you don't have enough people. And you ain't gonna never be able to organize enough people. Cause you got still motherfuckers playing with motherfuckers' ideology and shit. I wouldn't give a damn about no goddamn image. This is all God's land, and why are you taxing it, and why they don't ask a real question, bro. Like, if you buy something, you shouldn't have to pay taxes on it. And at the same time, they tax that shit while your ass is buying it. Like, you want these bitches buying war machines and shit like that, go bomb other countries and shit. How you think that shit look in God's eyes for real? Fuck what they told you. How you think that look? God like this, why y'all bombing? And all y'all agree with it? Well, you all put your money in it. And I hate that, and that's why I don't like the system, because I know I'm paying for somebody's misery. It's a small part, but it's still a part. God's like, y'all all agree with this? Apparently. You ain't gonna stop funding it. Cause you can't stop funding it. You destroy your own life. You ain't gonna never have a job? Portion of your money always go to something. Oh, you try to be like, man, healthcare. But they building this flawed world around you, and they gonna have a flawed representative. Jesus actually, he ain't changed the law because God is still the same. He never changes. Jesus just modified it. He say, man, if you do this, I will vouch for you. Love your God and love your brother as yourself. That's it, bro. And I guarantee you we can't do that. He's like, man, I go to bat for you. I know he got too many rules to count. But I go to bat for you. Love your God and love your neighbor as yourself. That's it. Shit. And everybody know at what point they'll give up on themselves. Hopefully the answer's never, but you do know the number. Nah, I just be speaking real, bro. That's all. This world is flawed, and it got us moving in a flawed direction, and nobody is going to change it. I don't like getting in politics. Well, I do like to get in politics, but it's like capitalism killed us. Once we stopped caring about each other, that's what killed us. Now these crazy ass, rich ass people can tell you it's too many people in the world. Even though we waste all the food in the world. It boggles the fucking mind, bro. When we stopped loving each other, we was dead right there, bro. You don't even understand. And then they tell you, go vote. You would never think that shit would work that goddamn well. Like, go vote. You vote for the same people, it don't make no difference. Tell people themselves, say, look, we tired of this. It ain't gonna never end, bro. And you got most of the fucking country fighting. Red, Republican, Democrat, left wing, right wing. The fuck, we are the sufferer. These niggas got good talking points, and we the fuck are the sufferer. And people are just dumb. You know what I'm saying? Racism is happening because they do it. They stir that shit up. They doing it, and they just playing with you like a motherfucker. Think about this shit. When these motherfuckers move like a whole herd and shit, they be having dogs, right? The dogs know if they step in the middle of this herd, what's gonna happen. But they just run right outside of the herd and keep barking. So they keep the herd in line. It's scared the herd to keep thick instead of spreading out. Because they ain't wolves. They ain't trying to just get one of them. They want to get the whole herd. Bro. When you see the shit, you can't deny God's claim that we are sheep. Because I swear that's all these people do is they just heard you. Oh, you going too far left. Oh, you going too far right. They just heard you in the right direction. What did God tell you? A house divided against itself cannot stand. And you starting to see the effects of that. I don't know. Let the truth be the truth. Let the truth be told. But what they don't tell you is they are part of the same faction, but they're the one that's separating you so you don't rise up against them. This is the point. And then, on top of that, you'll get to see what these motherfuckers really got. Because they really got some weaponry, bro. People will start to overflow still. I think it's still too many people. But these motherfuckers, they got weaponry. They got your media. They got all your shit, bro. Shit, bro, nigga tried to tell me the other day, man, they just passed the law. No, it ain't no just pass, nigga. They been doing this shit since 9/11. They literally tell you because the first thing they say, we got all these text messages. What the fuck? I thought you wasn't able to spy on us. I'm sorry, that happened back in goddamn 9/11, nigga. They been spying on you ever since. They don't give a fuck. But we as people should stop giving a fuck. And the first thing is you take back is your kids. Because this is bad. God so loved the little children, and what they are doing to them is atrocious. I wouldn't give a damn. They gonna grow up with regret. Why? Because even understanding God, when you understand God, He's like, man, I made you just as you shall be, how you supposed to be. If He made you girl, He made you boy, if He made you short, if He made you tall. You know what I'm saying? If He made you fat, if He made you skinny, if He made you medium, if He made you with 6 toes, you were supposed to be that way. And once you start hacking away at it, you'll realize you made a fucking grave mistake. It's like, I don't want to be the nigga with 6 toes. It makes me seem weird. But you get them making personal choices that you know they should not make. And look at the ages. If you look at the ages, they right around the Jewish ages, not the Americans. Why? Because that's when you had your bar mitzvah and motherfucker basically say your own sins pass to you, nigga. It's by no coincidence. But they tell you, nah, a bitch shouldn't marry at 14. Bro, niggas have it. See, if you understand kids, the point of love is not what you think it is. If you let them grow together, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna love each other. Trying to take a 18-year-old and a whole nother 18-year-old and let them fucking choose it is kind of stupid. It was more arranged marriage than you know. They only tell you about kings. But if one family wanted to marry one to another family, they would take them at a young age and it would just stick them together. Motherfucker be wondering, why am I always doing shit with this motherfucker? Because they trying to establish a bond. You can't just do that shit at 18. You don't got no bond. That's why you break down. But they used to be smarter then. I asked the question, are we getting smarter? Are we getting dumber all the time? Nah, I'm telling you, you take, because you don't want it to happen in your own family. But you know what I'm saying? You take boy from one family, girl from another family, you just put them together. Just let them play. I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, some love, some bond gonna develop. So when your family come out and they be like, well, shit, we kind of want you to marry her. It don't seem like we trying to control your life and shit. No, I really love her. Why? Because I done spent all this goddamn time with her. Y'all motherfucker stuck me with this motherfucker all this time. But the child wouldn't even understand it. It wouldn't even be a child. A man wouldn't understand it. That is knowledge that's lost. In his mind, he think he chose it. But it's better for them to feel that way. Because you let the love develop naturally. So when the proposal come up, be like, you marry this motherfucker? They be like, hell yeah. We trying to unite the tribes. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? Even then, if you see it on certain shows, they demonstrate this. They literally was send their kids off as young people, so that they would like really young people. But Jewish standards is like 13 or 14. Your parents like, I'm tired with your sins. For real, they be like, they got a whole party and everything. It's for them and it's for you. We ain't got nothing to do with that nigga sins no more. And it's funny the age that they do it. And they say it's all like some crazy shit. And old men try to get in like, I ain't talking about old men. You know what I'm saying? I understand if you got something you want to work from the jump, that's where you start, from the jump. And these niggas say, well, shit, we want to unite two families. And they just put the kids together. That's all they did. They ain't force a motherfucker to marry them, but they asked. They probably did that. Like, let's get this bandwagon on. Why? Because they already know you're in love with them. They've already seen the evidence. They've been waiting all this time for this moment right here. Ain't no crazy shit when you just show up and you gotta marry somebody and you ain't gonna like it, nigga. It's true. Motherfuckers wouldn't like no shit like that. But if you grew up from the jump with a motherfucker, you was always with them, you gotta think about it, man. Real love is built, bro. That shit ain't. You can't. You can't just make this shit regular, bro. This shit is built block by block. It don't matter who it is. Even with God, everybody say they failed. And man, well, God must have went through there block by block. He said, this is my house now. That's the only way I can fit. Hey, you'll be leaking. Yeah. You don't want to see self-righteousness, bro. That's I believe that's what happens when you leak. Self-righteous. But real, when God got all his blocks in a row, it worked properly. When you leak, you think you smarter than everybody. Or you think you more, you know what I'm saying, spiritual than everybody. Or you think it's just self-righteous. It has a lot of names. I try to stay far, far, far away from self-righteous. I really don't like to talk about myself like in a good light. Not talk about myself. I don't stop other people from doing it. Because I be needing that. But that self-righteousness shit you don't want to have. It's not a good thing. You'll always think you're right even when you're wrong. And you know what I'm saying? I can accept when I'm wrong. I just don't believe people. You haven't exactly proved me wrong quite yet. You know what I'm saying? And I'll wait for the results, alright? But if I'm wrong, I don't have no problem telling you that. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a fundamental thing. If I'm wrong, I got to be able to tell you that. If I'm not, then I'm still in deliberation. And don't think anybody should just take your word. If they do, then cool. But if they don't, then understand. You don't believe. Can't get all mad because somebody don't believe you. A lot of people don't believe Jesus. They don't. See, what interests me about both Jesus and God, both ways will work for humanity. God is more strict than Jesus is. Yeah, he's down to the letter. The Father is more strict. But Jesus is like, look, bro, you could cover most of these rules if you just love God and love your neighbor, bro. He's less strict. But you can't do neither, but either would work. Is that not God being himself? Either would work. If you love God and love your neighbor, the world be a different place. If you did what the Father told you to do, the world be a different place. And they would come to the exact same result. I'm even willing to say that. God was crucial though. The Father crucial. He was like, kill your opposition. Get it out the way. You gotta understand everything's about time. When God scattered his people, that's why he's not doing it the exact same way. They're living out a prophecy. They're living out what God said was going to happen. And I ain't seen nobody stop that yet. Not even Jesus. Jesus spoke of that prophecy. It didn't stop nothing. When they came over here and they manipulated the book, it's not like we lost. They had to use a lot of tactics, you know what I'm saying? Because black people were still strong even after they were free. It was like we gotta dead this. I don't mean to bring in the black people. It's really all people. All people are trapped in the same thing, bro. It's just like we at the bottom. But everybody trapped in the same ghetto. I would say fuck. We got the technology. We don't need them to do nothing. And be needs to ride with us. But boy, you talking about a whole takeover of a world. It ain't enough. Ain't enough people, bro. That'll side with us. But all of them talk about they care about people. They don't care. Listen, that is if the devil told the greatest lie, that's the second one. That's the second greatest lie I have ever fucking heard. They're trying to save us. Bro, you are killing us, bro. But they're trying to save you. They be like, no, Mike, no. No, Mike. They trying to save us. Only thing they ain't trying to do is save us. They want to understand you. They want to do a bunch of shit. They want to look in your brain. They want to do a lot of shit. But the last thing, and it don't even it's not even on the list. These motherfuckers are trying to do is safe. Hey, it is what it is, baby. But see, this is what I'm saying. Some of this shit has happened, and some of it is just happening. See, people don't understand till they get to them. God say the world is gonna be reduced by a third, right? Haven't you seen every fucking thing die? Like every. And we're literally watching the shit. It's like, and people don't care. They don't give a fuck. And I'll be like, no, but we literally watching. But they don't care. That's how consumed with your own life that you actually are. You're not concerned about any other motherfucker till it come to you. When it come to you, you're like, oh, God, help me. But you ignored them. And so much bad shit going on. My soul go out to them, bro. It's something, man. But this is our downfall, not caring about other people. We don't care about our kids no more. I can tell you right now, we don't care about our kids. Hey, do you want to start before the pandemic or after the motherfucker? Motherfuckers be glad motherfuckers going to school. Why? Because they got to work 8 hours a day. Parents wish the motherfuckers was in school longer. But it might suffice, you know? And if you... Man, the shit crazy, man. Pandemic happened, right? So all the kids had to stay home. Do you know parents was losing their mind? You want to know why they was losing their mind? Because they never figured out how to raise their goddamn kid. You hope school was doing it, and it is doing it, not in your best interest. Everybody fight to go back to school. No. You don't fight to fucking go back to school. You should train your own goddamn kids. Why? So they'll be... You want them to think like somebody else. And then you wonder why they don't think like you. You're like... Sometimes it work out for the better, sometimes it don't. But I guarantee you, if you're proud, it's because you want them to be a part of this system. To you, that's why I don't like when women do that shit. Men do it, but it's rarely, bro. We put in way more training than that. Like that, we don't care if you're a girl, bitch. You finna know how to do something. Well, you think they? I guarantee some male role model talk these motherfuckers. You be finding women fixing sinks and doing all kind of crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? You wanna know why? Cause he didn't care if he had a boy or a girl. You gonna know what I know. I know how to fix sinks. I know how to build rules. Whatever the fuck I know, you finna know. And give you a chance to sharpen up on your shit. Just real. Like parents today, they don't raise their own kids. They won't give these motherfuckers to the government. So when the shit turn out crazy as a motherfucker and motherfuckers talk about, well, we want a gender change and shit, you can understand. It's not like I never thought when I was growing up. It's not like I never wanted to be a girl because the motherfuckers got more privileges. Niggas didn't get no privilege. I grew up to the fact that I'm what God made me, and then I could imagine if I just thought about it, I wanted to cut my dick off, that would be a problem. I'm just saying. I can imagine that would be a problem. Now I made, you know what I'm saying, a life decision off a temporary thought. Charlamagne is right about it. Don't make life decisions on a temporary thought. I ain't ashamed to give that nigga that shit because it's some real nigga shit. Don't make life decisions on a temporary thought. I know it's hard to keep. I know it's hard to keep. I know it ain't easy to keep, but I understand the theology of that. Don't make life decisions on a temporary thought. And we do it all the time. But and first of all, you gotta know what's a life decision. Something that's gonna change you forever, goddamn. It's not gonna be the same. I ain't talking about how you feel, nigga. That shit gonna change you personally, inside, nigga. You gonna it don't care about the status of your job, none of that shit. That shit gonna change you inside forever. And I just think people should think about that. I think they should take time out to think about that. But I just can't believe that these motherfuckers want to do this shit at 14. I think they want love, bro. I think they want, but they just want to be accepted. They don't even understand. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when we grow up, it's stereotypes, but some of them are true. If a woman, let's just say, and you know what I'm saying, it's hypothetical, but it's just like, just say it was a girl, but she could get love from her mother, but that's not the type she wanted. She wanted love from her father. And I ain't talking about no sexual type shit. She just wanted to be noticed. What you think she'd do? She'd be doing all the shit this nigga's doing. You see a motherfucker out here fixing fences and shit, that don't mean that she don't want to be a woman. That means she want attention for what the fuck she want attention from. See, the father might not notice this, but he should notice it. If this motherfucker out here fixing fences and talk about the tractor and shit, and it's not like I won't teach you. It don't matter if it's a boy or girl. It's not like I won't teach you. I prefer you not to be a boy, but it's not like I won't teach you. And you know what I'm saying? I think they be just wanting attention from certain people, bro. You know, we wasn't good at all that attention shit. Men are more like what you can do and shit. But if you look at them now, they're all about contention. They want to be appreciated. And there's nothing really wrong with that. But that's what the fuck they chasing. They want what the girls want, attention. I find that in myself. I'm just not green. I can admit what's wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we rap on attention. Shit, you can't get this from your friend. You can't get it from your girl. You can't get it from nobody. Everybody just they want you to give your attention. It just don't never flip back. The niggas can't play that game. That's why they be flipping the fuck out. No, pay me attention. And men didn't need as much attention as they need now. Now I find they want way more attention. That's why they be doing stupid shit. Some of this shit be stupid. Everybody know it. And they doing it because they want attention. These are not happy households, bro. And even if you had both parents, let's just say you had both, but neither one of them paid you any attention. It'd be the same as the nigga with no parents or the nigga with one. Depends on how much attention they pay. But you can't let motherfuckers like binge on attention. Like when they're young, you could tell them certain shit, they'll listen to. You be like, if you want my attention, do some real shit. Nigga, go cut the grass, nigga, you want my attention. I understand. You gotta do it at whatever age you feel necessary. Sometimes we just having fun. Sometimes just fun attention. If they trying to do what you doing, it's work. If they trying to have fun, you probably recognize that. But we do so much to just try to get